Welcome to another one of our Tech Tuesday videos. I just got back from TCEA, and for today's video I wanted to share with y'all some fun and exciting tips that I learned. I know everybody is still in the middle of finishing up their benchmarks, so I think you all will really enjoy this presentation. I'm going to share with you some of the slides that I got from one of the TCEA sessions, and it's all over giving students ownership with digital data tracking. And I want to share with you a few of her slides as well as a digital emoji data tracker that I think the students will have a lot of fun with. Now, the first thing she does is she just asks the audience, why is it important for students to track their own progress? I think now that there's a big technology shift in the classroom, so a lot of the work that teachers used to do for the students, now we can really have the students keep track of their own progress for themselves. And then basically all this information says is that when they found that they were having students keep track of their own data scores, they started to become interested and engaged, and it actually helped them with their learning, and it motivated them to want to do better on their benchmarks and their tests and their STAR tests. And then she asked the audience, what are some ways that you track student progress in your class? And from what I've seen, I think a lot of teachers, they have their kids write it down, or they show their kids, have conversations with them, and then of course talk about it in their PLCs to help figure out new ways to keep their students on target. And of course, where do I start? And I think a lot of us already kind of know this information offhand. We of course start with our TEKS, looking at the standards, our learning objectives, and then the lead forward resources, which are the student learning reports and the teacher learning reports. And they're here in the lead forward section. I think most of us are already familiar with these, and we should definitely be using them if you aren't already, because they're just great free tools to help keep you on track all semester long with your student data. Okay, now for the fun part. So Sheets can become a tool that students can use to easily record scores and data. And she has a template in here that I want to show you how it works. And then of course, we want to consider, what is the purpose? Are we just doing some goal setting? We're going to have a reflection activity for students to reflect on their data. We're going to focus on the skills. It can be one of these, it can be a combination of these, but of course we want to think about how we're going to use the technology tool before we start using it. All right, here is the template right here of the online emoji tracker. When I click on this, it's going to open up the template that this teacher designed. So as you can see here, focus at the bottom, we've got a benchmark, we have unit tests. However, you can customize this any way you'd like. And then up at the top, we have the TEK number, vocabulary, in context. And she's got it separated by different sheets with different TEKs on them. So here's one for theme, here's one for literary devices, and so on at the bottom you can see. So notice this is in a view only, so I actually can't edit this template. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here to File and click on that and make a copy. Then it's going to say it's a copy of a copy from Mrs. Jones's data tracker, and I can go ahead and rename this. I'm going to put Mrs. Riley's class, and then I'm going to click OK. And it's going to open a copy for me, one that I can edit, because now it is in my drive and I won't be making changes to Mrs. Jones's copy. All right. So for this particular benchmark, there were 3 total questions on the test about vocabulary in context. And this student entered that they answered 1 out of the 3 correct, which is why they have this emoji. But let me show you what happens when you change that number. So I'm going to click on there, and I'm going to put 3 out of 3. And now I have all happy, awesome, cool face emojis going up to 100%. So this is just a really awesome and fun way that students can keep track of their test scores by TEKS and however you would like to enter all that information in at the bottom. All right, thanks for watching, and if you want a copy of this presentation, just email me and let me know. I'm currently working on a way to put together all of my resources that I got from TCEA to send out to you all, but if you want this set of slides, just let me know. And then of course, if you have any ideas for a Tech Tuesday video, just let me and Caleb know. We love to hear from you all, and thank you. Have a great rest of your day.